Complaining every day is like praying to the devil. Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? You've been complaining about how your life is going. You have been telling your friends exactly what you want to do. You've been telling them about your dreams and desires just because you've been getting this kind of dopamine hit from it. I don't want you to feel ashamed for that at all, because I do get that kind of dopamine hit from it as well. And I tend to tell my friends exactly what my goals and aspirations are. And I have come to realize that not everybody is looking out for the best for you. So you have to keep shit to yourself. Let me ask you this question. During this whole week, what have you done to change the situation you complain about? If you're skinny and scrawny and complaining about it, what exactly are you doing to change that? And if you're broke, what exactly are you doing to change that situation? If you're not getting any chase texting you in your DMs at all, what are you doing to change that? Now tell me this, did you have no answer to exactly what I just said? Well, if your answer was no to any of the questions I asked you earlier, I'm gonna urge you that you start working on it. I don't know if you're like me, but if you're watching my channel at this point, more than likely then you probably are. I hate being around mediocre people. And it is not just me trying to come off as harsh or hurt anybody, but I just hate being around mediocre people. After all, the saying goes, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with, right? If all your 5 friends that you hang out with are mediocre people, why the hell would you keep them around? I cannot understand complacent people. And when I say complacent, I mean complaining about the situation that you're in. Or you're probably not complaining about it, but just being in the same situation you're in, complaining or not complaining, and not putting in any kind of effort, knowing they can do better than the situation you find yourself in right now. I know I said a lot of situations over there, but I hope you get the point. If you are surrounded by mediocre people, you start to become mediocre yourself. If you're surrounded by complacent people, you start taking things slowly. You start to take your legs off the gas pedal. Now let me tell you why I hate people like that. They wake up every single day complaining about the situation they're in, but not trying to put in any kind of effort to achieve the goals they want. Now, does that sound like you? They also tend to blame the government, their friends, and their families for their inadequacies, for not being able to reach the potential that they can. One big goal of mine is to be able to have financial freedom, freedom of time, freedom of location, and not even work if I wanted to. And I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people, but a lot of people are able to achieve that kind of goal. So I keep asking myself, why not me? In fact, why not you? Now we're done with all the complaining. What exactly are you about to do to change that? Like I kept asking the question, what exactly are you doing to change the situation you're in? Set your goals and be definite about them. Write them down on a piece of paper or something, and make sure you post them on your walls here and there. I do have a couple of them over here, and I do have a couple of them right in front of my computer so I can see them every single day. When I wake up, there's one right next to me. When I'm studying or doing something on the computer, it's right here for me, so I always see it all the time. So write your goals down and be definite about them. Set a time frame on which you want to achieve that goal. Wake up every single day and take actionable steps to achieve that specific goal. That is how people literally do it. And make sure you're always seeing your goals you've written down every single day. You should repeat that every single day. If it's about making 10K a month, you have it on the wall. I'm gonna make 10K a month. I have to make 10K a month. I need to make 10K a month. You have to take those actionable steps every single day. What exactly are you doing to get to that 10K a month? What exactly are you doing to become more masculine, have a more masculine physique? What exactly are you doing to get more girls talking to you? It's step by step. At first it's gonna be hard, then after that you do it again. It's gonna be hard, then you do it again. It's basically like working out. First time you start working out, it's hard as hell. But you keep going, you keep pushing every single time. You keep doing the same workouts every single time. After a week or two, you start to get used to the routine. Your body starts to build muscle. You start to get a little bit stronger. This same philosophy applies to everything. It's gonna be hard to talk to girls in the beginning. It's gonna be hard to make the first 10K. I'm in that process as well. But once you get the hang of it, it starts to become easy. Everything just starts to click. How bad do you want it? If you want it pretty bad, you're gonna put in as much effort as you can. Nothing that is worthwhile comes easily. Let me give you an example. Look at Andrew Tate, his Bugatti. Not everyone has a Bugatti, right? But he is more valuable. He's already a man of value, but he is more valuable because of him being able to attain a Bugatti. Now let's look at the people with Honda Civics and Toyotas. Don't get me wrong, those are not bad cars, but you see those cars at least 10 times a day. So those are easily to be attained. So a lot of people don't really associate a lot of value to those cars. But Bugatti is, how often do you see Bugatti? Be honest with me, how often do you see one? I don't see one at all. Where I'm from, I don't see one at all. So if I saw somebody drive a Bugatti around wherever I live, I'm gonna think this man is of high status, or this female's of high status. You get what I'm coming from? The things that are most valuable in life are so hard to attain. And yes, it's not gonna be easy. You just gotta work hard on it. And once you're able to attain it, people are gonna look at you and be like, oh, this guy really worked hard for it. That is something that adds a lot of value to your name, builds up your status. And as a man, we all want power and status. To conclude, you have to go through the necessary evil and the suffering so you don't end up with a mediocre life and regret the life you're living. I don't want to really bash on the people who are living the 9-to-5 jobs. Don't get me wrong, I used to do that and I hated it, but I'm not gonna bash on people who love it. But if you're somebody like me that hates being told what to do, you have to suffer now. Like right now, I'm still going back to doing a job because I have to. I always thought that, well, since I hate being in a job, I should just quit. And I did that, stupid. But I didn't think about saving up money and investing that money into something that could work for me. You have to go through the necessary evil so that you don't have to suffer and regret living a mediocre life. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, complaining every day, it's like praying to the devil.